and the topic we are going to discuss is writs, and it is coming under administrative law also. So this writs petition, it will helpful for two subjects. One is constitution and another is administrative law. Okay, then let's start the topic. If you really like my video, subscribe it and share it to your friends. Okay, now start the topic. Writs. Writs is known as the final order of the court. Final order of the court is the meaning of writs. So Article 32 of Fundamental Right provides the constitutional remedies. First, writ means Constitution has given us the fundamental rights. So how we will keep safety of these fundamental rights? Suppose our fundamental right is violating, then how we will protect that? So by using the writ petition, we can go to the court, Supreme Court or High Court, then only our fundamental rights can be protected. Okay. So Article 32 of Fundamental Rights provides the constitutional remedies. So constitutional remedies it provides by Article 32 of Fundamental Rights. So this Article 32 also it is a fundamental right which provides us constitutional remedies. Suppose our fundamental right is violating, then Article 32 provides us constitutional remedies. Protection of the fundamental right. The right to move Supreme Court by appropriate proceeding for the enforcement of right. So we can go to the Supreme Court to enforcement of the right by the Article 32. Then only our fundamental right can be protected. The Supreme Court shall have power to issue directions or orders or writs. Because of this feature of Article 32, the Supreme Court is known as the protector and guarantor of fundamental right. So Supreme Court it will do? The Supreme Court will order the writ petition, directions or order or writs through which our fundamental right can be protected. So it is known as the Article 32 is known as the protector and guarantor of fundamental right. So it is coming in exam, which article is the protector and guarantor of fundamental right. So you have to write there Article 32. Now Dr. B.R. Ambedkar has called the article as the heart and soul of the Constitution. So Article 32 is known as the heart and soul of the Constitution because it is protect our fundamental right. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar has called the article as the heart and soul of the Constitution. It is also coming on exam like which article is known as the heart and soul of the Constitution. Then we have to write that Article 32 is known as the heart and soul of the Constitution. Okay. And by using Article 226, we can approach High Court. So when we have to approach to the Supreme Court, that time we have to apply Article 32. But when we are approaching to High Court, that time we have to use the Article 226. Okay. So writs are of 5 types. These are coming on the writs like Latin terms. These words are writs. These words are Latin terms. Okay, it is in Latin language. So writs are 5 types. One is habeas corpus, 2 mandamus, 3 certiorari, 4 prohibition, 5 is quo warranto. Okay, 5 types: habeas corpus, mandamus, certiorari, prohibition and quo warranto. So now we will discuss about habeas corpus. Habeas corpus means the meaning is to have a body or to produce a body. Okay, the meaning, it is a Latin term and the meaning is to have a body, to produce a body. It is a legal action or writ through which a person can seek relief from the unlawful detention of him or herself or of another person. So it is a legal action or writ through which a person can seek relief from the unlawful detention. Suppose we are unlawfully detained in, suppose somebody has detained us unlawfully or like kept somewhere unlawfully by without leaving us. Okay, and neither like court, like judicial system has kept us in a jail, and which is that is also unlawfully. Police suppose keeping us in a jail or custody unlawfully, then this legal right, with this legal action we have to use, that is habeas corpus. when we apply this habeas corpus, court will order that immediately relieve that person from the jail or from the custody because you have unlawfully detained that person. Okay, so it protects the individual from harming him, herself, or from being harmed by the judicial system. So this writ protects us to harming ourselves or any person. Suppose any of our friends or relatives is detained in jail or in custody, so we can also approach to the Supreme Court by the Article 32 and that this person is or our friend or relative is detained illegally in a jail or custody, so please immediately relieve that. So court will order through the writ petition habeas corpus to release this person immediately because that person you have illegally detained in a jail or custody. Okay, the writ of habeas corpus is an important instrument for safeguarding of individual. So this is an important instrument. It's an important instrument for the safeguarding of individual freedom against an arbitrary state action. So this is the when the state will provide us arbitrarily action against arbitrary state action. So when court is providing any arbitrary action to our freedom, that time we will use this habeas corpus to safeguard ourselves. Okay. So next one, here one case law is habeas corpus Rudolph Shah versus State of Bihar. This person is illegally detained in a jail, and once his time period is over, then also this person is kept in jail 14 years. So court order to the jailer that immediately release that person because he has already finished his time period. Then again, why you have kept that person inside the custody? So release that person immediately and give the additionally the exemplary damages. Okay, so this is the case Rudolph Shah versus State of Bihar. This person was illegally detained in a jail. Now second one is mandamus, we command. The meaning is we command. This writ is issued by a superior court to compel a lower court or a government officer to perform mandatory or purely ministerial duties correctly. Okay, this writ is issued by superior court to compel a lower court or a government. So this is the order of the superior court to the lower court or the government office to do the work purely. Okay, mandatory purely ministerial duties or correctly. Do the work purely, correctly, or without any mistake. Okay. Mandamus is a judicial remedy which is in the form of an order from a superior court to any government, subordinate court, corporate or public authority to do some specific act which is obliged under law to do. So government officer has to do the specific the work which they are obliged to do. If they will do any mistake, then by the writ petition of mandamus, that person can be removed from that office. Okay, which is in nature of public duty or statutory duty. When a person is in statutory duty or a public duty, if they are not performing, then court will order through the writ petition mandamus to do that work immediately. Okay, that work has to be done. It cannot be issued against the statutory provision. So that work must be including the statutory provision, not against the statutory provision. Now here the two case law is that Gujarat State Financial Corporation versus Lotus Hotel AIR 1983, Supreme Court 848. Okay, so in this case that Gujarat State Financial Corporation, they told that they will go give loan to the Lotus Hotel, but after that they denied that we are not providing any loan to you. So this Lotus Hotel immediately approached to Supreme Court that they are denied to provide the loan. So court ordered through the mandamus writ petition that immediately release the loan to the Lotus Hotel. So this is the case. Now third one is certiorari, to be shown. The meaning is to be shown or to be certified. A writ of certiorari currently means an order by higher court directing a lower court tribunal public authority to send a record in a given case for review. Review means recheck or review again. A writ certiorari currently means an order by a higher court. Higher court will order directing lower court or tribunal or public authority that send the record to review when a lower court is giving any decision, if that is illegal one, like lack of jurisdiction or excess of jurisdiction, or the jurisdiction whatever given it is unconstitutional, then they have to recheck neither that person, that decision is illegal. We should not follow that decision. So the one case is here, Gullapalli Nageshwar Rao versus APSRTC 1959 AR 308, and another case is A.K. Kripak versus Union of India. Okay, now the fourth one is prohibition, to prevent or to forbid. Prohibition is an official legal document drafted and issued by a Supreme Court or Superior Court to judge presiding over a suit in an inferior court. The writ of prohibition mandates the inferior court to cease any action over the case because it may not fall within that inferior court jurisdiction. Suppose the lower court, which is not belong to him, belong to the lower court, that this jurisdiction they cannot provide. If they are providing any jurisdiction which is not coming under them, then that court will deny it. That higher court will deny it, that do not follow this jurisdiction, because this is seize that jurisdiction, do not follow that jurisdiction. The document is also issued at time when it is deemed that an inferior court is acting outside the normal rule and procedure in the examination of case. He is not following, that court is not following the normal procedure or examination. It is an inferior court. That decision, that court cannot be provided. So do not follow that jurisdiction. Prohibition and statutory lie only against judicial and quasi-judicial bodies. Now 5.1 is quo warranto. Quo warranto means by what authority. Quo warranto usually arises in a civil case is a plaintiff's claim that some governmental or corporate official was not validly elected to that office or is wrongfully exercising powers beyond those authorized by statute or by corporation's character. By what authority court can ask that person, if any person is doing any illegal work in a office or corporate, so the court will by through the writ petition quo warranto can ask that person, by what authority you are appointed in this office and you are doing the illegal work. So that person can be immediately removed from that office by the writ petition quo warranto. Okay, so this much, these 5 writs, through these 5 writs we can save our fundamental rights. This is over. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.